Hello friends, allow me to say something very interesting which I have come across in my life. It was one fine evening, a gentleman who is taking a cup of tea and relaxing at his home. And there was a knock at the door. He opened it and he found Yamadharma Raja is standing there. And he told, "My son, your time has come, it is time to vacate the world." And this boy was shocked and he said, "Sir, I'm just living my life to the best at present. All of a sudden you are asking me to vacate this world. That means the death has come." You know, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this man somehow convinced Yamadharma Raja and brought him inside for a cup of coffee. And before taking a coffee, Yama showed, "Please make it fast, because I have 132 people to be vacated in this world, and your name is the first." And this boy convinced, "Yes, sir, let's have a coffee and go." And he gave a coffee with 2-3 sleeping tablets, and Yama went to sleep. And while Yama was sleeping, this boy tampered the list by removing his name from the top and put it in the bottom. And Yamadharma Raja woke up and said, "You're a fantastic human. I have not slept for so many years. It is wonderful to be here. Do something good for you." And this boy asked a question, "Sir, what are you going to do it?" And Yama said, "I decided not to start from the beginning, but from the end." Boys and girls, we didn't come to this world with our consent. We don't live this world with our permission. And I was introduced as a professor in English. And I wanted to tell you, my dear friends, the alphabet English goes A, B, C, D. And I wanted to take this alphabet to make you understand something very important in human life. B stands for birth, D stands for death. And what is between this B and D? That is the C, the letter. I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that is called the choice you make in your life. And 21st century belongs to the people who make only choices. The 21st century gives the first time how to make choices. Life is full of choices, except few things. Your height is not your choice. Your color is not your choice. Your father and mother is not your choice. Your child is not your choice. Obviously, your wife is your choice. And you want to win or lose is your choice. You want to move forward or not is your choice. You want to stand up or sit is your choice. You want to be successful or failure is your choice. Life is full of choices. But unfortunately, we are not being trained or learned to make choices. We learned algebra. We learned geometry. We learned calculus. We learned so many subjects, but we are not given an opportunity to learn how to make choices. We could not make a choice between red and blue. We could not make a choice between what is for me and what is not for me. I'll tell you my incident, my dear friends, which took place in my life. When I was in a class 10, I was a good student, made a good score in mathematics. And you know how much I scored? 92 out of 100. And I believed I'm too good in mathematics. And as you all did it, I also did it. I went to a physics, chemistry, mathematics in class 11 and 12. But when the day came and the chemistry book was introduced, I was happy. Physics book was introduced, I'm happy. The moment the maths book was shown, I was shocked. It was a huge book. And the subject started. And they introduced something called calculus. First time I'm listening to it. And when the integral calculus was introduced, my integrity was gone. When differential calculus was introduced, everything in my life got differentiated. If you ask me which is the greatest success which I personally relish even today, passing in class 12 of mathematics. Somehow I gathered the courage and went to my dad and said, "Dad, I want to study a subject." He said, "My son, what do you want to do it?" And he said, "Dad, only 2 things I want to tell you. I wanted to do a subject or a course where first thing there should not be maths. And the second thing, there is no record writing. And I searched. Finally, I found there is two literature. I am from a state of Tamil Nadu. One is Tamil literature and English literature. And I took English literature. And that is the first choice I made by myself in my life. And believe it, my dear friend, I am married to Dr. Mahalakshmi. I met her in MA English literature. That's a fantastic choice. Right? And everybody speak about romance. I studied romance. And everybody say how to live a life. I studied life. And you know what? Every moment of my life, every day of my life, I enjoyed speaking English. I enjoyed learning English. I enjoy being a professor in English. And today I can tell you, my dear friends, I work with a 9-digit income. Right? How is it possible? One word. Your choice will make your identity. Your choice will make you who you are. If you are taking a choice of somebody, you are living a life of somebody. If you are taking a choice of yours, you live your choice. Then the question comes, what is choice? Choice is courage. Choice is courage. Somebody born in India went to England to study barrister and practiced and made a lot of money in in South Africa, and he was so successful lawyer, had boots, suited, booted, and traveling in the first class ticket, kicked him out of the train, and he was falling on the floor as nothing. And the guy who was falling on the floor as nothing was called Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. He asked a question. Did my barrister help me? No. Did my education help me? No. Then what am I doing? He asked a question. And he asked a question, why I was born. Boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen, there is two birthdays we have to remember. One is, we call it as the day we are born from mother's womb. That's very physical and natural. And there is a second birthday, the day you understood why you are born in this world. That's most important. And he understood he is born not to be a barrister. He was born not to make money. He was born to fight for his mother nation, India, and to get independence. And he came back standing from a fallen person. He stood up. He is no more Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. He became Mahatma Gandhi. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we must make our choice with a lot of courage. You know whether you made a right choice. You tell your friend laughs at you. That means 50% your choice is perfect. And you tell your parent says it's not possible. Then 70% you made a right choice. And you go and do this in this world and people say you are a stupid. That means you made 100% right choice. You know what is the first stage of a genius? Genius starts with stupidity. You know which is the biggest stupid question ever asked in the history of the world? Why apple is falling down? If apple falls down, you pick up and eat and enjoy, man. Right? But people ask, why apple is falling down? Never. One person asked, and he took 21 years to find an answer for it. Why apple is falling down? He became a greatest scientist of a human race. That is first law, second law, and third law of Newton. When Newton started, it's a stupidity. After 21 years, it's called genius. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, being stupid is the greatest starting point, making a greatest choice of your life. I want to tell you what is choice. Choice is having a disciplined eye with a wild mind. A disciplined eye with a wild mind. You must be disciplined in seeing things, but you should have a great thinking pattern. and you will achieve what you want in your life. Please understand, my dear friends, why you are here in this world, why you are born in this world. You have a great choice to make. But unfortunately, we fail to make choices. You know why? Whatever the language you speak, either English, Tamil, Malayalam, or Kannada, or Telugu, the most word which a human being ever asked in the human life, can you guess what is that? I'll tell it in English. You translate it in your mother tongue. That is called the word no. You want to do this? People say no. You want to do that? No. I want to go in the rain? No. Black shirt? No, no, no. I want to study this? No. But let me tell you, my dear friends, the makers and the breakers of the world are the people who fought with the no to make the choice by saying yes. Y-E-S. No is a 2-letter word. Yes is a 3-letter word. And you have to put that yes to make the yes in your life. And it requires a lot of courage to do it. And you must ask a question, how to make a choice? You make a choice so that you are no more a goal-oriented. I repeat, you are no more a goal-oriented person. You are always a growth-oriented person. People have goals, but do they grow? No. Pareto says very clearly, the world is divided into two, 80% and 20%. 80% is poor, 20% is rich. 80% is followers, 20% are leaders. 80% listen to others, 20% give statements. 80% work for 20%, and 20% rule the 80%. It is a time to the boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen who are listening to me. Are you in 80%? It is because of your choice. Are you in 20%? It is because of your choice. Make your choice. You want to be in 20%? Stand up and say, I'm going to do it. And the day you say it, I'll tell you, my dear friends, you start growing it. That's why when a human being is born, you know, very funniest thing about a human being, we cry. A donkey never cries. The fish never cries. The buffalo never cries. When they are born, they never cry. Only human beings cry. You know why? We don't know to talk. We don't know to eat. We don't know to run. We don't know to study. And we don't know A plus B to the whole square too. And one thing is guaranteed for human being. He can learn. He can learn English. He can learn running. He can learn swimming. He can jump like in a highest peak to the lowest valley. It's all possible because of a human being. Why? One word, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please remember. Learn. 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 Study is A plus B to the whole square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB. And learn is how do you apply A plus B to the whole square in your life and become somebody in your life. And we study saying that the sun rises in the east. But the answer is the sun never rises, never sets, only the earth rotates. Stop studying, start learning. Stop studying, start learning. The moment you start learning, the world will listen to you. Because Sir Albert Einstein says, the last scientist, I repeat, the last scientist. A scientist is somebody who invents something. An innovator is somebody who improves something. And the last scientist who invented something in this world is Albert Einstein. Boys and girls, I want to tell you, he said, the most difficult job in the world is to think. The most difficult job in the world is to think. The more you learn, the more you think. The more you think, the more better choices you make. The more better choices you make, you are going to be the next Elon Musk, the next Bill Gates, the next ruler of this world. Are you ready to do it? Your answers would be yes. You all with me? Say yes. And I wish you all the best for a great career by creating a great choice. Let's learn, grow, and make a better world. Thank you, everybody. Jai Hind.